The cell door slams, and the sound doesn't echo. It settles into the concrete, into your chest, into the rhythm you will learn to live by. The air is colder than it should be, held at a steady 18 degrees, recycled through vents that hum without pause. Fluorescent lights burn overhead, never fully off, dimmed only enough to suggest night. You stand there for a moment too long, holding a thin mattress wrapped in plastic, a metal tray, a number that replaces your name. This is the entry point. No ceremony, no explanation. Just a system that absorbs you. Intake took 6 hours. Fingerprints, photographs, measurements down to the centimeter. Your height recorded, your weight log, your voice reduced to a file. Courtroom voices already feel distant, like they belong to someone else. The sentence was read once. 15 years. It sounded finite then. It doesn't now. You step inside the cell. 2 meters by 3. Steel bed bolted to the wall. A toilet in the corner with no partition. The smell is disinfectant layered over something older. You place your tray down. The door locks again, louder this time. Final.
The first nights don't pass, they stretch. Time becomes physical, something you carry in your body. You count seconds, then lose track. Sleep comes in fragments, interrupted by footsteps, keys, distant shouting. At 5:30, the lights shift slightly brighter. That's morning. No announcement, just a change in intensity. Breakfast arrives through a slot. 200 grams of something processed, 300 milliliters of weak tea. You eat because routine demands it, not hunger. Hunger becomes scheduled. You learn quickly that everything here is scheduled. Movement, meals, showers, 3 minutes per inmate. Water temperature fixed at 34 degrees. Even silence has a pattern. You begin to map it without realizing. Who walks when? Which guard drags his boots? Which one counts slower than the rest? You stop making eye contact. You stop reacting. Observation becomes survival. Weeks pass, then months, but the system doesn't measure in days. It measures in compliance. You learn the hierarchy without anyone explaining it. There are men who speak and men who listen. Men who control space and men who borrow it. You start at the bottom. No alliances, no history, no protection. Replaceable. You sit where space is left. You speak only when addressed. You keep your movements economical, predictable. Your first mistake is small. You sit in the wrong place during lunch. It costs you a tray, nothing more. That's how the system teaches incremental penalties. You adjust. You begin to understand that survival isn't strength. It's calibration. After the first year, you're assigned work detail. Laundry, 8 hours a day in a room that smells of detergent and heat. Machines run constantly. A mechanical roar at 70 decibels. You sort uniforms, fold them, stack them in precise counts. 20 per pile, no deviation. It's procedural, but it's also evaluation. Guards watch less than you expect. Inmates watch more. You keep your head down, meet quotas, avoid attention. That's how you move upward, not by standing out, but by not failing. After 18 months, your file notes consistent behavior. It's not praise, it's permission. You're moved to kitchen duty, more access, sharper tools, higher scrutiny. You learn to handle knives under observation, to portion food exactly 150 grams per serving, no more, no less. Accuracy becomes a form of trust. Responsibility increases in increments, so small you almost miss them. You're asked to oversee a shift when someone is removed. Temporary, unofficial. You accept without hesitation. That's the first compromise. You enforce rules you didn't create. You tell another inmate to move faster, to follow procedure, to correct a mistake you would have ignored months ago. You hear your own voice and don't recognize it, but you don't stop. The system rewards alignment, not reflection. 2 years later, you're unit orderly. You distribute supplies, track inventory, report discrepancies. You're closer to the guards now, but not one of them. You exist in the space between useful, monitored, expendable.